conventional leadership wisdom says that leaders should focus. They should find one thing that they're good at, put the blinders on, stay focused on it, never get distracted. Apparently, you don't buy conventional leadership wisdom because you seem to have a lot going on.
Well, I think what gets us into trouble is that we get trapped by titles.
Oh.
And somebody describes and say that you're a pastor or you're a baker or you're an engineer, and we buy into how they describe us and stop seeking. We allow people to put a period and define us by how they met us, where I believe God put a comma. And it has been my life's pursuit to see how much was in me. God put a seed down in all of us, and he gave us time to produce what was in the seed. The notion that there's only one tree in the seed is really a myth. There may be a forest if you give it enough time. And so if you nurture what's in you and don't limit yourself by job descriptions, titles, or people's expectations, you can evolve out of one seed into a tree, and out of that tree comes a forest. And I think the trick to being able to do multiple functional occupations or interests is to find the common thing. Whether I wrote books or did movies or did plays or preached on Sunday morning or the talk show or anything that I aspired to do, I found the common denominator is that I'm called to communicate. And once you find the common denominator, its manifestation can be in print, it can be in films, it can be in television, it can be in pulpits, it can be in motivational, but the one thing that connects it all is that he opened my mouth to speak. And once you find that common denominator, you lead from the position of what do you have in common with all of those diverse manifestations. And that way you can control it if you can understand its origin.
More recently, you started International Business Ventures. This list is just broadening of how much stuff you're leading. I want to get to a very practical leadership question here. So, do you spend like Mondays thinking about one venture, Tuesday, the next venture, Wednesday, or do you sort of juggle all of these throughout every single day and keep track of it that way?
This is what I realized. At the end of every day, I will never get finished everything I needed to do. If I did great with the business, I missed a father moment. If I did great with the kids, I missed a husband moment. If I did great with the wife, I miss a pastoral moment. There's always something I'm going to miss every day. The art of being able to manage many things is never let it be the same thing twice. When you start missing too many moments in the same area, that area will begin to deplete. Okay, so maybe I didn't do the husband thing as well on Monday, but I got it on Tuesday, and it is about juggling, touching everything but holding nothing too long. And if you have to hold it to have it, then you didn't hire the right people. You should have to touch it, but you shouldn't have to hold it. If I have to hold it to keep it going, then I have the wrong people in place.